We're on page 61 in your journal. So we've talked a lot about percent, but we haven't actually set up a percent problem in a percent box when we're finding a percent of a total. So we always want to remember that a percent is a number out of 100. Okay, so this right here means that 35% means that that's 35 out of 100. Okay, that's a part of 60. So when a number follows the word of, they're giving you the total right there. So we're going to rewrite the percent as a fraction under this little percent sign. Remember, this is what's called a percent box. This is what we've been putting our fractions in to find the percentages that are equivalent. So if we want to find 35%, we're going to write 35 out of 100. So you'll notice that 100 always goes right here under the whole or the total percent. And so we have to ask ourselves, is it giving us a part or is it giving us the whole? So if it's after the word of, they're giving us the total or the whole. So our 60 would go here. So we're going to be finding the part out of 60 that is 35%. So we're finding part of 60. So when here, remember this inside a proportion is just, inside a percent box is just a proportion. So we have two options. We can try to find an easy way, like 60 times what would be 100. Okay, I don't see an easy way here, and I really don't see 35 times something would be 100. I don't see an easy way here. So what's going to work every single time is going to be to cross multiply and divide. That's going to work in solving a proportion every single time. So we're going to cross multiply. We're going to say 35 times 60, and then we're going to divide by 100. So 35 times 60, I hang my 0 off right here. Okay, I put in my answer, and now I just do 35 times 6. So 5 times 6 is 30. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 3 is 21. So now we have 2,100, and now we're going to divide it by 100. So remember, the shortcut for dividing by 100 is moving your decimal. Okay, remember this is your resting spot. If there's no decimal, you're going to move it 2 times to the left. So I'm dividing it by 100, but I'm doing it in a shortcut. So now 2,100 divided by 100 is now 21. Okay, I could put this here, especially if it were money, but I could also just write it as 21. So 21 out of 60 is equivalent to 35 out of 100. I could always put it back in here, use a calculator, and cross multiply them to see if they're going to be equivalent. So 42% of 400. So remember, 42% means 42 out of 100. And remember, if it follows the word of, they're giving us the total or the whole. So we put it right here. So we can have two options. We can try to do it the easy way, or we can cross multiply and divide. That will work every single time. So right here, I see that 100 times 4 is 400. So 42 times 4 would get the part that I'm missing right here. So if I cross multiplied and divided, I would get the same answer. So 168 is the part of 400, okay? That's 42%. So we want just a little bit less than half of 400, which makes sense for it to be 168. All right, so now we're going to find 2, and we're going to compare them with the greater than, less than, or equal to sign. So we're going to draw our percent box. We're going to have, this is part, our parts go here, and our whole, or our total, goes here. So 32% means 32 out of 100. Of, remember, our total follows the word of our whole. So we're going to put it right here. So this is, we're trying to find a part of 80. That's that 32, that's equal to the 32%. So I don't see an easy way here or here. So I'm going to cross multiply. So 32 times 80. is going to be 2,560. So if we divide by 100, remember I'm cross multiplying and dividing, our shortcut is going to be moving it 2 places to the left, 1, 2. So we get this, if I leave off my extra 0. So we get 25 6/10. Now if we're talking about money, it would be $25.60. Just depends on the problem that you're in. All right, so now let's find this one. Let's draw a percent box so that we can find that part of 60 that they want. So we're going to rewrite 21% like a fraction, 21 out of 100. Of, remember the total follows of, so we're going to put it right here. This is our part, this is our whole. So I don't see an easy way here or here, so we're going to cross multiply 21 times 60. And we're going to divide by 100 using our shortcut. So we're moving 2 places to the left. 2 places to the left. So I would get 12.6. Or if it was money, $12.60. So we're going to compare 25 6/10 to 12 6/10. This one is much bigger. So it's going to have a greater than sign.